Hi y'all, how y'all doing? Okay, so this is a good video to understand. This is actually pretty much the last video. So quiet time, not speaking. Lily's done everything on her end. Uh, Everything that's going on in the Middle East that's about to start happening is literally like that. Firecrackers. So. And then he goes into personal details with Tim and his connections and what his job to do, and also go into details on the hybrids that we will be needing. So this is going to be cool to see. This is one of those hide and seek. Can you see? so so yeah, pretty much it's going to be just it's over now. So we're just going to be waiting, and I know we're all ready. Those are ready. This is information for those who need and understand. Alrighty, you have a great day or night. Bye bye.
Hi.
Hey, hey there. Lily was showing me the outcome of your meeting this morning being what it was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and that was because it's not it's not right for someone to be in fear of, oh my gosh, where am I going to live, yada yada yada. This needs to happen, yada yada. That's the way the original ones would do it
Yeah.
if they were still alive,
Yeah.
to put pressure on you. So she's leaving it hanging in the air a little bit. Not that she wants you to worry, but it's like telling you everything. It's not going to matter because
Okay.
everything's about to change. A couple of things I have to tell you and others today. Wow, it's time for my quiet time
Yes.
before leaving because I'm about to leave. Lily's about to take me home. She said, "I want you quiet for dissemination," and I said, "Dissemination." As soon as she tells me, I know it's the right word, but I don't understand it, so I have to Google it. You know, I have no memory or anything anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, no boo-hoo Jay. It's just that it's called, death of the physical body.
Yeah.
And you know that better than anyone, firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
You have such a wide scope of vision, seeing things. From having experienced it. Okay, so I'm going to be in my chair and just waiting to go, whether it's hours or a few days. It's here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a few days, but I can't see anything. So coffee, I got some really good coffee over here. I mean,
Good.
Not the most expensive in the world, but really good coffee, but there's no taste anymore.
Yeah. But it gives you the fuel that you need.
Exactly. I had to have two devil shots this morning, and Lily's just telling me that you need the energy because this is it. We're talking after. Yeah, I guess it was yesterday when we were talking. It seems farther away that I was explaining how how the other side, when they talk with us, they do it a certain way that's made to be counterproductive.
Mm-hmm.
And then shortly thereafter, she changed something in my head as well as changing the way she does things. And then she started talking to me just like you and I talk.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, I said, no, we're going to share that with everyone. So everyone's doing that with everyone else. And she said, it's already happening.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to help everyone understand spirit, besides the fact that I'm going to my energy when I get out of here. So Anyway, so when I looked up disseminate, she said it's your quiet time preparing to disseminate, because you're about to disseminate. And so I looked up on Google and it said to spread out everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's, me coming out of the body and
Yeah.
being myself. Okay, the other thing too, this isn't a bad thing, and I know you'll understand what I'm saying as I say it. Oh no, there's two things. First, I told you there's a solid 8,000 people on the ship that are in the two different groups: the business group and the personal group.
Yeah.
The personal group being much bigger. But then there was that other 2,000 hanging around. And I saw that, and Lily, whoa, damn, my head. The dizziness, the headaches, the heart attacks, the lungs, everything's coming to an eclipse. Good. Let's do this. I'm on the horse. Let's start the ride. The other 2,000 people that makes 10, there are people that are hybrids and they know it. And they're intermingling with everyone else in the personal and in the business.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them go on a ship twice a month. Some of them go on 22 times a month.
Wow.
It all depends on who they are and what their jobs are. And most of them are spread all through Coral Gables. As well as the world, but I mean, in this country, there's the greatest amount of them in Coral Gables, in Florida, and the highest intensity is in Coral Gables. The other thing is, whoops, sorry, computer, figure that out, right? I've looked at Ava before, and I told you that she's got something to do with energy, really strong heart energy, and stones and stuff. She has a very strong connection with the earth energy like that, and her heart energy. Your heart energy is fine, it's strong, but her percentage, the percentage of her power is heart. The heart energy part of her total power is a higher percentage than yours.
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. But I was trying to get more of it, and I couldn't. And I was being kept away. And trust me, as strong as Lily is, and the fact that I have nothing left, especially relative to this body, no conscious synapses of anything in my brain. And then I tried to look again. We were talking last night about when you see her. And the first time you see her on the ship, but it's like ships passing in the night, that expression.
Yeah.
You catch a glance of each other, but you keep going because you're in different groups. She's working with people, helping them understand themselves and the earth. And then you're dealing more with the religion faction. It's not that you both don't handle both areas. It's just, again, her job is a little different than yours. But when you see each other, it's a boom. There's a quick awakening, and off we go to do our separate stuff. I think it's just over a month when you meet, but I don't know, and it's kept from me for a reason, and Lily wants me to explain that to you. When hello? There's a little back sound, like one of my other computers is picking up on this, and it's on, so it's just a little air.
Okay,
anyway,
yeah.
If you don't know the date, but you know that you have a trip coming
Mm.
where you and the family are going to take off and go to the Bahamas
Hmm.
and spend a couple weeks out there just having fun.
Yeah.
And you're not paying away. You're waiting to be told when. Say your company you work for says it's time for you to go on this trip. And
Mhm.
yay! A 2-week vacation in paradise. And if you know about it, but you don't know exactly when, you start stressing over when is it.
Hmm.
You try to figure out, you start wasting energy and getting a little bit anxious, which Lily wanted to have me remind you or tell you that that's really not good also for your diabetes.
Yes. Yes.
And until I'm gone, we need to really be careful with that.
So it's a trust. It's a trust exercise rather than being anxious.
Yeah, exactly. And she said serendipity. I said, okay.
Hmm.
Is that my new spirit guide? She looked at me like, really? And she says, is that the best you got? You are in bad shape. Yup. But she said it's so much more exciting when all of a sudden someone comes up out of nowhere and says, hey, we're going to send you off for a vacation tomorrow for 2 weeks in the Bahamas. And it's so much, the joy
Yes.
that comes from it is so much more. And she said, she told me point blank, she shut me down because I was looking again this morning and she said, look, leave him alone. You're taking away his joy. He's anxious. He wants to know, but leave it alone because it's not that I'm ruining it for the two of you. It's just that I'm taking away some of that excitement that you're going to have.
I understand and I appreciate what you're doing. So.
Yeah. And I'll be over there anyway. So I said, okay, honey, whatever you want. And you know me, I'm no wuss, but I have no problem confessing my love and appreciation for the most important, person to me that my better half.
Yep.
Some guys think that they're not macho unless they push a woman around, and I'm like, that's disgusting, and that's not going to be allowed. Okay, there was something though. Yeah, so I told you about the other 2,000. Over 1,000 of them are related to all the people.
Mm.
Who knows? 1,400 people are related to that, and then there's fewer related to business. The people in the ship that are there for business. She said that's it. Yeah, I was having a hard time remembering Lily's name today.
Mm. Mm.
We are who we are. We're frequency, and we know each other and such. But wow, yeah, we're stopping this nonsense. We're ending it. Had such a hard time getting out, and she wanted me to get out of my chair, and she really wanted me to get out and call you. And of course, you had your meeting until about 8 o'clock, and I forgot it at one time, and I said, well, maybe I should stop, my coffee and breakfast and go talk to Tim real quick. And she said he's in a meeting, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. This is it. No less. No more. Whoa, buddy, that feels like crap. I'm glad I had so much practice with pain, right?
I guess it has its uses.
Anything that's going to be a problem for people being able to have a wonderfully happy life, they're being removed.
Yeah.
the nasty ones. I'm just tearing them apart. People aren't going to understand. They'll be freaking out, talking about Armageddon and everything, and they'll be seeing people burning.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know what. And that's one reason they have to see a physical dragon and unicorn.
To start to make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, to say, okay, now this is not religious. This is something totally different, you know? And they might start thinking ETs and stuff. Of course, some people will. And then I'll about 4.5 months, it's all over. The destruction and stuff, changing the planet mass. And then the ETs pop in, they start helping everyone. They say, well, damn, they didn't do it.
Mm.
Why would they destroy everyone just to, you know, feed everyone and care for them?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going to have pretty much new cars, good cars, housing of some sort. And Donald's in the middle of doing all this. He'll be wiping out the IRS and calling it something else. And all the problems in there, I'm taking them out. There's something else he's doing now I wanted to bring up. Well, it's like you really don't need to, and she can't see what I'm trying to think about. It wasn't important enough at the time because everything's going to be taken care of. Something I just do. Oh yeah, this is why it's a small thing, but it's important. With a lot of the nicer houses, you have these neighborhood Nazis. They're called HOAs.
Oh yeah.
Homeowner Association.
Mm.
They're gone. And the nicer areas, it'll be a citywide or townwide, township-wide ordinances. You can't have junkyards on your property when you have a $5 million house, or like Yall, you know, $10 or more million worth, you know, currently valued housing.
Mm.
But there's so many ways that there's so many idiots can do all this stuff, but Donald's just deleting that.
Good.
So the people that felt they could have a little power, they can't abuse other people.
Mm.
Anyway, I have to go be a lump on a log. But everything's going to be fun. And as soon as I'm gone, you're going to see everything happening. Just trust Lily and Ida, and she's doing most of it. It's like I'm the power that helps her
Yes.
do what she wants. You know, she works through the field part of me. But trust her, everything's going to be fine with you and Ava and the family.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told you before, but she's a really good mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's really good.
Does she use crystals already? Does she have crystals?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. Big time.
I shall give her, as my first gift, something heart-related.
Yeah. I was just looking at that, and I was seeing some red essonite that's going to come your way.
Nice.
It's not much of it.
Is that on the Spiritual Foundation website? Does Deanna have some?
Yeah. I don't know if she's got it listed, because it's really the blood, the red essonite is the, I forgot it's another word for blood matter. But it's actual blood that's in the stone from like dinosaurs and stuff like that from really long ago.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and it came in there, and it's all relative to heart. It might have been from a mean dinosaur, but it's all relative to heart frequencies. That's what Gaia puts in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's iron something or other.
Okay.
some kind of iron that's in there from the blood. Uh, but it holds Gaia's love, but also Gera.
Yeah.
So, Lily said it's going to be like a circus when things first come together, meeting all these new people on the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and then getting everything set up. And before you go on the ship, you have to meet with the assistant and sign in, become a member of a member of the new ET Nation, not citizen or something,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you have 2 weeks just getting ready before you even go on the ship.
Right.
So they're going to contact you right away. So it might be 2 weeks and 2 days or something, but that gives you time to get things set up so that when you go to orientation on the ship, then you finally you go in there, you meet everybody, but there's so many people. It is, they have stages where you go in. When you go by Eva, I'm seeing you just barely glancing at each other, one time in a hall and one time in a big meeting room, but people are active.
Yes.
They're moving, so you don't have you say, I bet that's her, but then boom. You or her is gone, are gone.
Mm.
And then after that, then when you get back to your homes and everything, you still have to finish personalizing everything, but you're starting work already.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's anxious, but everyone's already got good food and food synthesizers. People call them replicators. And you got one in the kitchen, you got one in the porch out by the pool, or where it goes out to the ocean. You have horses in England. Your house over there, you have a large fence around the property, and really, really elegant housing form. I mean, it's like 5-star. And Ava loves animals.
Yes, good.
She takes care of all that. Sometimes you'll be working in Italy or anywhere else, and she goes to the English house.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. It's like 7-star rated, if there's such a thing. And she takes the kids there. There's the son, and there's another daughter and a son, and I think another son on that. Just see what happens.
Yeah.
And get the headache going now. Cool. Yummy, yummy. Oh. Wow, so dizzy. All right, anyway. I think that's all I needed to tell you, and to, she's saying like improve upon the thing about the 8,000 and the 10,000. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not so much correcting a mistake as it is properly explaining what is.
Yes, and you've done that.
You
Thank
know.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. It's like I said that she told me, and I said out loud that Lily's just said that what I told you earlier was correct. Just go by that. Well, it was. I couldn't remember everything I said, but when you said 10,000, that hit me right away.
Mm.
I said 10,000. But the last 2,000 were different, and then I flowed right into that. So anyway, here we go. It's time for me to veg out.
Mm-hmm.
I've got all the food I need, so I don't have to do anything. You know, and like Lily said, just said, you leave it. That,
Mm.
Um, all right, well, take care and have fun, man.
Will do, yep. I'm determined to have fun.
Well, it's going to be so exciting for everybody on the planet that's left, let alone for y'all in the middle of doing things.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did want to say this. Everyone that I've cranked up, you keep over 10% of that energy. It's bonded to you and changes who you are. Those people that had lives where they didn't have any money to get cranked up or anything, as soon as they're out of the body, I'll already be out. I'm cranking them all up. Everyone gets cranked up.
Mm.
Just because they didn't have the money while they were in the body this life, it's not fair. I mean, everyone gets it,
Mm.
But the ones that got it have bigger roles they have to play right now.
Yes.
And they had to have it, and they had to have a lot.
Mm.
So I'm not trying to minimize the value of the money that people spent getting cranked up on spheres and stuff, but it has had it's had the effect that it had to for what you're getting back out of it this life, because everyone's going to be involved with other people and ETs, and they'll be getting a lot more than their money back.
Yes.
And that's out of a few thousand people. I don't know how many. It's going to be nice to have those automatic refilling debit cards,
Oh, yeah.
and being told, we expect you to spend money. I'm like, no problem. I comply. Do you have a reddish color rolls?
I've opted for one black one on the continent and one green one here, dark green.
Okay, I'm seeing another one with, the B.
You keep seeing a Bentley, don't you?
Yeah. It's a Bentley. It's more rose colored and everything. I believe that's Ava's.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. My Rolls, my Bentley. Yeah.
Because back in 2023, you saw me having a Bentley, and I've never gone down that direction. But if you were seeing Ava in connection, that explains it.
I was seeing the Bentley before Ava.
Okay. Yeah.
And you know how the timeline in the future always changes.
Yeah.
And sometimes I see little this, little that. And it's not that I've been accurate, except for, like I've always said, I'm batting 1,000 until now about when I'm leaving, and I still can't give you a date, neither can Lily. She's the one doing it. But it is now hours or a few days.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I've been pretty accurate. But in the very beginning, when I got attacked by the original first being male, I mean, I've been getting attacked, but when it turned out to be a nightmare, and, waking up, when he said it, in his mind, his thought was, I'll fix him tonight.
Mm.
He's too strong, he sees too much. And then I woke up and I woke up in the bed, and I knew I had to get out of the bed. I did, I stood up. And then I looked around, being watched, recorded. That's Aaron in this group. It's all good. Anyway, sorry. And the drug. And when I got up from after he attacked and killed part of my brain, and I got up immediately out of my bed, and I looked around, and I was like, where am I? Who am I? You know, I mean, like, what is this? What's going on? And he said, everyone on the other side was saying, don't worry, it's okay. And I, a little bit, it set me back a little bit, where myself had a body fired up, and I was like, I know I'm okay. You know, I'll kick ass. That's the one thing I knew.
Yes.
I'm okay. Nothing's going to kick my ass. And I'm like, and I walked down from the bedroom to go downstairs, and I looked to the left and I saw the big mirror in the bathroom. And I looked at that person in the mirror, and I said, I guess that's me. And that took away the precision of how I saw things and everything. Before that point, it was unreal what I could see and know and do. And then later on, I learned how to, from that point onward, I learned how to go around, not having full access to my pineal and the way it functions. I forgot why I even brought that up, but anyway.
About seeing Ava and the Bentley.
Oh, yeah. It was so easy to see. I tell you what people had in their pockets, and
yeah.
I tell people stuff, and they just look at me. At first, they were like, "What?" And how do you know that? Some people were happy and surprised, and then they get upset. You know, like in the beginning, when spirits started messing with other people, and they were strong enough they could see spirit. And tell me about it, and I said, yeah, okay, give me a minute. And then I just go over there and burn them up, and they freak out. Where'd they go? They were there, and they disappeared. There was like a flash, and I said, yeah, I just killed them. And they were like, but they watched them disappear. So that, and then everyone, the real strong ones were running, the spirit guides were telling them, run. This man is a walking war zone. And they were right. You know, 24/7 fighting stuff on the other side, and there used to be so much. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Now is when we fix everything. All right, I'm going to go have a conversation with the wall.
Okay.
Enjoyed it, man.
Yes, always.
You know, have fun. All of you, enjoy yourselves. And just don't forget to be yourselves. All creation from this point forward, as soon as I get home and have just a little time. The physical, after less than 6 years from now, completely is inert. No spirit in any kind of body.
A little under 6 years from now. Did you say over or under? I think
less than 6 years from today, everyone is out of their physical bodies. The planets, stars, humans, other races, the animals, I'm taking them like right away, all except for just a few. All right, big guy. I know you have fun, but have fun anyway. You know, you'll enjoy it. Not. You know, I'm the janitor. I take care of the big messes.
Okay.
Yeah. See you soon.
Thank you so much. Bye now.
Okay, bye.